Alright, here we go with 5cc here, back with another video. And today I will be doing part 2 of my ranking LEGO Ninjago 2026 sets video. So if you remember in part 1 we kind of took a look at all the new sets coming out next year. Sorry for the pause there, I had to, but well, I guess it's actually in a month from now. Some of these sets are coming out in January, and I think some of them are coming out in March, I believe. But yeah, today I will just be ranking them. I already did my first impression. Now since then, I have kind of seen other people in the community. I have kind of seen the community's opinions of the set, and it's kind of like a mixed bag. Like some people either really like them or some people really not hate them, but it's like for one, they're either too overpriced. They don't have a lot of pieces, but I feel like most people can agree that the minifigures are like some of the better reasons to get the set. So and if I can find like any like pictures of the minifigures online, then I'll probably do a video about that. I think that will be very interesting. Or I will just do a video looking back over this year and looking at the sets. Actually, you know what? I think I'll probably just do a video ranking all the minifigures whenever I do that. I'm not saying I'm gonna do it now or anytime soon because I don't think there's any pictures of just the minifigures online because the sets aren't even out yet. But yeah, for this video I'll be ranking the sets. So yeah, let's just get into it. First up, we have the spinner sets. There are two of them, and I believe they were $10. So one thing that I will say, that price will definitely play a role in it, just because like, you know, even though I don't have the prices, I'm pretty good at remembering the prices. Price will unfortunately play a role in it because you're getting the set, you have the minifigures, the build, the value of the set overall. And these are spinners, you know, the spinners, I don't really care for them, to be honest. But you know, I will say I like the Lloyd one better than the Neo one, but I still think it's pretty F tier. But you know, for what it is, I feel like I definitely would give this. I mean, it's still D tier, cause like I'm just not really a fan of it. But you know, we get a nice Lloyd minifigure. I kind of like that rock monster. This I just don't get. It's kind of trash. But you know, for $10, I think it's pretty good value. I think I'll give it C, but I can't give it B or anything. And this is just F, just because I hate the minifigure. I'm not really a huge fan of this Nia minifigure. But anyways, let's get on to the next set. This is a junior set, F tier. I believe it was $20. I mean, we get the weird green monster thing with the big head, and we get a J dragon. I don't even think it's the full Dragon J, but there's really no reason to get this set. The mechs just look really ugly. Like it just looks really, really bad. Like I don't really have anything to say about it. But now we're starting to get into the real set because we had to look at the spinners, and then we had to look at the 4 Plus Juniors mech. But now we can get into the real set. First up, we have Kai's mech, and to be honest, I think this is pretty B tier. You know, maybe I want to put this down a little just because it is a $10 spinner. Or maybe I'll keep it in C just because I like that Lloyd minifigure. But the actual spinner itself, we already got these spinners for Dragons Rising before. But LEGO, they decided that they don't want to be creative. They just want to give us the same thing. And I believe that's for the Shatter Spin. But I think they just used that piece for it. It doesn't really matter if it's Shatter Spin or not. But anyways, we have the Kai's Battle Mech set, or whatever it was called. It comes with Dragon Kai, which is unfinished. It doesn't have his tail or the wings, but it has Sora and it has this rock monster. And for $10, it's a pretty good set. Like, the cheap sets are not really, I mean, yeah, they're kind of bad. But we're going to we're going to look at some really bad sets later. I think for $10, getting 3 minifigures, I think it has like 84 pieces or 81 pieces. Like, I think that's pretty good for what you're paying for. And I know I spent a lot of time talking about it, but like, we get Kai, Sora, and a Rock Monster. I think it's pretty decent. Now, this next set, sorry about that. This next set, I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but just look at it. This, I believe, was $35, and it has, I think, 144 pieces. We get Cole, Zane in his dragon form, and an acid monster. So, I'm not really sure where I'm gonna put this. I'll leave it here for now. So yeah, I'm not really a huge fan of the Cole mech. I don't really care for the Acid Moss. I guess the Zane minifigure is cool, but we get 3 minifigures. Only thing I'll say is it didn't need to cost $35. It's not like this should cost $30. Like there was really no need. Lego just wanted it to be expensive, not even cheap. They want it to be expensive. This set should not cost $35. A lot of the sets are getting more and more expensive. But I think the mech is alright. I think I'll probably put it in C tier. C for Cole, even though Cole is like one of my favorite ninjas, is my second favorite. I just don't know. I can't really I don't really care for this set. But it's crazy that this set would go beneath a $10 mech, but I just don't really like the mech. And when I can say the set, I'm talking about not just the minifigures, but also the build, or maybe it was vice versa, but like, the minifigures, I mean, they're alright. I guess I'd get it just for that Dragon Zane minifigure, but like, I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of the mech. But next up, we have the display set. This is automatically S tier. And if you didn't catch, I'm actually doing it in terms of the price count, not the price, just in terms of the price, not necessarily the wave, because this wave is not only for Dragons Rising Season 4 Part 1, it's also for the 15th anniversary for Legacy. So both like waves of sets are in this video, as they were in the previous video. But this set is amazing. We get 7 minifigures. Actually, no, we get 8. Because we get the 6th ninja, well, Nia, when she was a samurai, because, it's a 15th anniversary, so she's a legacy. We also get Wu, Master Wu. Back then, he was Sensei Wu. And we also get Jay's mother, which we don't see her in this picture, but for $44, we get... No, I think it was $45, we get 8 minifigures, which, in my opinion, is a steal. It's a massive steal, and, I mean... This is really the only set this is like really one of the only sets that I would consider S tier for this wave. Next up, we have Dragon Ryu. I don't know, I just don't really like it. I'll say D tier. I mean, it's not a bad set, I just don't like it. I believe this set was also $45. This was for Dragons Rising Season 4, Part 1, if you couldn't tell. But we get the Loyalist, which is one of the main villains for the next season. We get a new Aaron costume. We get that weird, ugly green monster with the big head, and we get Nia in her dragon form. And to be honest, I don't know. I don't really like the Nia with her. I just don't know. I'm not really a huge fan of it, but I don't really care for Ryu. Like, Ryu is one of those characters that I just don't really care for. Like, he hasn't really done much in the show. He was good in, like, the first 2 seasons, but season 3, he didn't really do much. He kind of took a backseat, literally, but, yeah, I don't know. I mean, this set was $45, but it was also 347 pieces. Actually, yeah, 45, not 35. So you're spending almost $50 for this set. It's just not worth it, in my opinion. I'm just not a huge fan of it. I expected this video to be a lot more negative, but I mean, I guess pretty much anything in C tier is like kind of like in between negative and positive. But next up, we have Jay's buggy car. I'm not saying I'm going to leave it here, but let's look at it. I think this set was $50. Yeah, this one was $50. We get Loyalist, we get Dragon Kai, we get a new Jay minifigure, and we get Nia. We also get a rock monster. And to be honest, I love the set for the minifigures, okay? The minifigures are absolutely amazing. Now, the car, I actually do kind of like the car. But for $50, I don't know. This is more like $40, 387 pieces. Like, this is like more like a $40 set. But $50, this is not $50. Like, the set does not look like it should cost $50. Yeah, they have 5 minifigures, but as we saw before, we had that Legacy set, which was this set right here. It cost $45. We get 8 minifigures. Granted, it's for like a different like Ninjago theme, like a different sub theme. But the point that I'm making here is, it's not too far off. But this set, I like it for the minifigures. And I know I should just do a video ranking the minifigures, and I do plan on doing that at some point. But I don't know, for $50, is it worth $50? No. And I don't know the significance of the car in the show. I mean, I think the car looks fine, but honestly, I think I'll just leave it in B tier. maybe top of C tier, but I think leaving it here is fine. I still kind of like the Kai mech set better for some reason. But now we're starting to get into the big sets. Now we're getting into the sets that should define the wave. The Ninja Battle Treehouse, I don't even think that's really the full name. I don't think I'm going to leave it right here either, but this treehouse is not a treehouse, it just looks ugly. It's $80, you get 5 minifigures for 642 pieces. This set should not cost $80. And you can kind of tell where most of the money went. Most of the money went into the Kai motorcycle and the Zane helicopter. We've had way too many Kai motorcycles and Zane helicopters. I don't know why they decided to. I mean, I get what they were going with, but it's just kind of trash. Like, I remember hearing about it from the leaks and thought, okay, it's probably going to be decent, but the minifigures are pretty good. I mean, we get Kai, a new Euphrasia, Zane, Dragon J Loyalist, and one of those acid monsters. But like, I mean, at a first glance, it looks amazing. But this treehouse, it just looks bad. It doesn't even really remind me of a treehouse. And the side builds, they're okay, but they would be okay as their own set. But just for the minifigures, I feel like I'll probably put it at the top of F tier. Or maybe I would even say it's better than the Ryu Dragon. But top of D tier, I don't know. I just don't like it. And for $80, it's not worth it. Next up, we have the blacksmith set. I don't know if I like the display better or this better, but this is $100. You get, I believe, 6 or 7 minifigures. You know, because you have Wu, Rei, Maya, Kai, Nia. So yeah, it is 6 minifigures. The sixth minifigure you get is Cole's grandfather or the previous master of Earth. We don't know if he's related to Cole. He may be, but the point is that this set is amazing. I did a more in-depth look at it if you see part 1, but this set is just so amazing. And it's only $100. They could have like charged us up the walls and made it cost like, I don't know, like $140 or whatever. But this set is amazing. I might even like it more than the display set. Now, I may not get this set because it comes out after Christmas and it costs $100. But I would probably more likely get a set like this. And since I actually buy, I'd definitely buy this set over this because, you know, it's $45, so it's like half the price, you know. Next up, we have the last 2 big sets of the wave. And I just realized nothing has really gone to A tier. But yeah, I'm going to try and be quick here. This set, I don't know. I just don't like the dragon. It's the Source Dragon of Life. I don't like it. The minifigures are kind of whatever. We get Dragon Lloyd, Dragon Cole, Sora, Loyalist Acid Monster, new Aaron. We also get a Rock Monster and the new Zane. And I think I like it for the minifigures. I just don't really care for the dragon all that much. I don't really like the color scheme. I don't know what it'll do in the show. But I think for the minifigures, I'll probably put it at the top of B tier. I don't think it's an A tier set. I'm just not a fan of the set. Which, I mean, it's probably controversial because a lot of the Ninjago fans will typically favor some of the larger sets over the smaller sets. But, you know, I'm not taking that into consideration. That set is also, I believe, $100. And I think the blacksmith just does it way better minifigures. Even though, granted, this is for 15th anniversary, this is for the actual show, you know. Last up, we have this set, Lloyd's Titan Mech. Again, we did not need a Lloyd Titan Mech. This is from season 11. And if we're doing a 15th anniversary, in my opinion, and most people's opinion, they should try and honor the past of the show. This is from a season that came out in 2019. I don't know why they would make this thing. I don't know why they would remaster this set because we already had a Lloyd Titan mech from season 15. But that aside, I don't know. I'm not really a huge fan of the mech. I guess I don't really like Ninjago Titan mechs that much. But yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything good to say about it. I wish I did, but I don't. So I feel like maybe I'll put it at the bottom of B tier. I'm just not a fan of the set. I'm not saying it's a bad set. I'm just saying I'm not a fan of it. But anyways, that looks like it really. There's no other sets left to look at. So, yeah, that would be the end of the videos, I guess. So, yeah, at the top, we have the blacksmith set and then the display set. There's nothing in A tier and B tier. I guess I only put it so high up just because of the minifigures. But, yeah. If I could get, like, really any 3 sets from the wave, I would definitely get the blacksmithman, the display. I don't know if I would get the dragon, but I'd probably get it just for the minifigures. The other sets are kind of whatever for me. You know, actually, to be honest, I kind of like this set more than I like the dragon, actually. Just because of the minifigures. But, anyways, that will be the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next one.